How's it going? I hope you're doing just as good as I'm doing today. I had so much fun, but I wish there was a little bit more effort on my end when I was like really getting into the working sets and the clean and jerks, but like the form was there to the extent that I had today, and the front squats felt great and the clean pulls felt great. I feel way more energized than I have been. I'm allowing myself to eat a little bit more food just because dude, I was running off fucking nothing. But, more importantly, I put in as much effort as I had fun, had some homie time, and, that's what it's all about. So, fucking whatever about the rest of the shit. Mentally, shit. We can give it an 8.7, honestly. I feel phenomenal. I'm starting to get consistent with the losing the weight type deal shit. Because it's really hard to get used to eating less food when you were maintaining the same weight for a year and a half, eating 3,000 plus calories a day. But everything, I love the lifts. I'm having fun with it. And I'm more importantly trying to just take hold of like the enjoyment that I can have in it in that moment, in that day. I'm trying not to worry too much about the numbers or how tired I am. I'm just putting in what I got. Physically, it was pretty rough to start, and like I definitely could have had more energy, but like 7.85, get a little complex on you there. Again, like I felt great, like everything moved pretty fucking well. I just don't think that my core strength was where I wanted it to be, which is probably my own fault because I've been doing a lot of abs recently. But I really want to talk about the integrity behind the trial and error method I talk about a lot. I am a big person for feeling out your own body. You can stick to a specific program and really like dial in and like stick to it to a T, but still feel it out at your own pace. Like you don't want to keep lifting if you're hurting, and you want to like change your diet or what you're doing in the day or your sleep cycle if you're feeling like shit for a lot of your workouts, or changing the reps and sets, whatever. I think it's really important to just get out there and try the things that you don't know that might make you better. But while that's a great thing in the long run, I specifically wanted to talk about the negatives of this. It's mainly the initial step that sucks the most, because you get into it, you're all inspired, you want to do this new awesome thing, and then, more chances than not, it is not going to go the way that you want it to. I don't know how hard you're gonna eat shit, but to a degree, there will be some shit eaten, It's unfortunate, but that's, again, the failures that you go through to find out what makes you actually better as a person, not just with the lifts, but with everything. That's what makes you, like, as together and passionate, I guess you could say, in the long run. You get, like, so much more purpose and desire out of how you do things when you find them in your own way, and not just trying new shit to try new shit, but you actually get to the point where that works because you put in the time and the effort and the consistency. But regardless of all those great things, it's important to keep, I'm always about keeping expectations as low as possible, but you can hope for the best, sure, but don't let it crush you when the weights may actually crush you. It's not the end of the world. There's always going to be really unfortunate times where you feel like horribleness and you just want to go home, or the form's not there and it sucks, whatever. But when it comes to the consistency that you are putting behind that, and not even just like banking your success on the fact that time will pass by and you will eventually get better, it's more so about how you act on that shit day. If you've seen the past couple videos, the past couple workouts since I've been eating more lean and healthy type stuff, it's been tough, especially doing abs and cardio. It's hard to maintain my core strength and my overall energy levels when I'm depleted on everything, and I'm still trying to work and do school and all the other stuff. But regardless of that, like my own experience right now is like I've been talking for about 2 weeks about how I've been losing weight. I want to do abs and cardio every day, and I put in my best goddamn effort. I did the cardio every day, I did the abs every day, I stuck to the diet to a T. I've been really great about all of it. The diet's been fun, honestly. It's not been bad. It does get a little boring, sure, but more than that, it's the abs were killing me. I knew what it was. I had like a good intuition about what it was going to do to me, but I really wanted to attempt and at least put in some real time and effort to see how I would know for sure that it would affect me. Because I'm always saying the negatives you come up with about something are all in here. You know, you're coming up with it yourself. So if you think that there's a slim possibility that one thing might make you a little bit better, or one thing might be a more positive influence on yourself, then fucking, go try it. Just for a short period of time, get that consistency, and make sure the effort is there. Because like now I've been doing the abs every day. I've been really trying to stick hard to it. I know there's a way that I can integrate them into my program to where it wouldn't hurt me so much. But the whole point of me doing it was for 2 reasons. I either A, wanted to increase my core strength, or B, slim up in that area a little bit. But as I am seeing, I know that 2 weeks is not a long time, but when it comes to how much energy it is taking out of me to do that with my other workouts, all that's gonna happen is my core strength is already gonna be fucking peaked from squatting every day. Like at the most, I'll probably get like a 1 to 2% increase on my actual strength. And then, over time, it's not something that's gonna thin me out. That's a big misconception with abs. I just wanted to see what it would do while I was losing weight, because everybody's different, you never know. But most people, when you put muscle on your abs, if you're not losing weight at the same time, all you're gonna do is push that fat further out. It's not actually gonna shred you or make you look better. You're just gonna, sure, you may have stronger abs, but if the whole goal is aestheticness and having people see them, then you gotta be sitting around 15% body fat. That's just how it is. Abs are really hard to come around because this is where all the fat goes, or your massive dump truck. But that's just me personally. I don't mean to get so wrapped up in my own bullshit, but the main important thing I wanted to really touch on is, while it is going to be a bitch, like everything when you start and you have to take those new first steps, and it's like, especially when you have a certain schedule going and you've been doing the same thing over and over, and it's like you're feeling great and whatever, and you're all of your other shit in the day, it can be hard to want to add a new first step, because those first steps are what lead you to go through the shit that you have to go through in order to get better. And again, it's all a mentality on whether or not you really want that for yourself. So, more than just thinking, I'm gonna feel like shit and this is gonna suck, I'm just gonna power through it and be a robot about it so that one day I'll be happy and enjoy what I'm doing. That's some bullshit. That's just your head living in the future, at least to me. I got a lot of friends who will, especially my age, when you're in college trying to figure everything out, they'll bank their personal lives and what they do and their satisfaction and their success and their passion all on the fact that they are aiming toward one specific career goal. And I'm like, well, what do you do if you don't hit it? And they just don't have a plan. They're just like, I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. And I'm like, dude, this is why I'm saying you should have so many more goals. It's okay if you don't want too many so that you don't burn out, but there's never too many goals as long as you're mentally and physically well and enjoying yourself. The way I see it is like, no matter how small that goal, even if it's just waking up a little bit earlier or going out for a little walk just to get some cardio in the day, it's about having more and more things in your daily life that allow you to enjoy life in that moment, in the present, rather than forcing yourself to bank everything on the future because you leave no time for your own personal drive. At the end of the day, when these people are so stuck on their careers and what they're gonna do later on, and it'll be fine, I just gotta get through it kind of mindset, it is what it is kind of mindset, I hate that shit. Like, I get that you can say for some minuscule shit, but at the core of it, it's not just it is what it is. It's your daily life. That's supposed to be the most integral and stable part of your personal livelihood. That's supposed to be what makes you enjoy what you're doing. You know, it's not just about sitting there and feeling bad about not doing other shit, but thinking that you're too limited and too stressed and too overwhelmed to do the things that you really want to do. It's about starting with the little things. Like I'm saying, the little bit of the trial and error method. I did a little bit of abs every day. You know, I didn't go too hard. Could have gone way harder. But at the end of it, I increased a little bit of intensity. I wanted to see what it would do. And I just felt shit. And so rather than saying, I'm going to just eat shit for a while and hopefully it gets better, to me, I'm listening to my body in the moment, you know, and I'm going to be like, okay, I gave it my best effort for the time that I wanted to do it. And more so than that, I'm sure I would see results in some longer period of time, maybe like 3 to 6 months, but it's not something that I was enjoying, you know? And so for me, the trial and error method is not just about doing random bullshit just to try to throw a dart and see if it lands and hopefully you do better. It's about doing something small that could turn into something so big. You know, you can't just go at it with the mentality that it's not going to matter because of how small it is and I might as well try. Because if you're thinking it's already going to be insignificant to your life, then it's going to be insignificant, you know? Your mindset can change how you feel on a dime. This is why I give my mental and physical score for the gym. Because if I'm feeling fucking great and I'm dead in the tanks physically, then, you know, I might not be able to do it. My bad. I could be able to do it if I had that mentality there, you know? Sorry, a cop pulled up next to me. I got kind of flustered. But again, bringing it all back together, take that kind of shit with a grain of salt. It's not my gospel telling you that this is what you gotta do to be happy in life. This is just the way that I have found myself to enjoy life at the most consistent pace possible. You know, I truly feel like I've gotten to a point where I am already happy with life and satisfied with what I'm doing to maybe a more minimal level, but it's still my own standard. And so everything beyond this, I'm just gonna have fun, you know? I'm already surviving biologically and I'm having fun mentally. So if my physical and mental's up, then whatever the fuck else I do, whatever, let's just have fun. Don't think about it too hard, you know? Give it a little bit of intensity and effort, at least. Go into it thinking that it might give you something new and positive to drive for, but don't bank on it. If it doesn't work out, like if this weight loss thing I'm doing doesn't work out, who gives a shit? I just get to go back to eating Taco Bell, you know? Cholesterol may go up, but that's why I'm doing cardio now. So, again, you know, just prioritize yourself. Make sure that how you feel about what you're doing is what's driving you, rather than the notion of what you think life is supposed to be. You know, there is no greater definition of life than what your own brain has in store for it, in my opinion at least. There's always going to be your own happiness with whatever you end up doing compared to the rest of the world. So, not saying to just be unique to be unique, but just do you to just find some more enjoyment for your own personal gain, you know? I say be selfish with life sometimes, not to say be a dick about everything and be a narcissist and just not care about anybody, but live life the way that you want to live it. You know, I am selfishly selfless in certain ways. You know, as counterintuitive that may sound, I think it makes a lot of sense when you think about how you can be selfless or caring or whatever positive thing, either because you feel you're obligated to, or because someone, or not someone, because that is the way that you have found yourself to enjoy those types of emotions and feelings. You know, it's all for you, you know? I know that it may feel like life wasn't set up for you in certain ways, but in reality, that's just a mindset. You only let it get to you as much as it only gets to you as much as you allow it to. So, you know, try to enjoy the little stuff sometimes, and I think you might have a lot more fun with life than you know. So, you know, I'm eating some ramen tonight, so we're gonna fucking have fun and binge a little bit, you know, as silly as it may sound. and I'm just gonna enjoy my night, you know, not think too hard. I got nothing to do tonight, so why not? Let's just have fun. So that's all I got. You know, take it with a grain of salt. I'm always here. Let me know what you think about it, and otherwise, I'll be here tomorrow. So stay safe and love life, I guess. See ya.